Slaghaniya and I'm from Pueblo Science. I study at the University of Toronto and I'm in my third year studying health and disease and immunology. Have you ever wondered why some things are sour and some things aren't? Well, a part of that is due to the fact that some substances are acidic while others are alkaline or basic. We can use the power of hydrogen, which is the pH of any substance, to determine if it's an acid or a base. The pH scale goes from 0 to 14, where acids will have a lower pH, less than 7, and bases will have a higher pH, greater than 7. And substances, just like distilled water that have no minerals or ions, have a pH of 7, which is neutral. Acids and bases can be found all around us, even in our kitchens. And a pH indicator, when put into a certain substance, will change color, indicating whether it's an acid or a base. Let's start this experiment to see what's happening in more detail.
For this experiment, you will need chopped red cabbage, water, a pan, a strainer or a sieve, baking soda, vinegar, 3 medium bowls, and a large bowl.
Now, we're going to place the chopped cabbage in the saucepan, and then we're going to add some water to cover it all. Now we're going to place our saucepan on the burner and let it simmer. Make sure you ask an adult for help with this step because operating a burner can be dangerous. Now we're just going to let the red cabbage simmer and we'll come back when it's done cooking.
Here we see that it's starting to simmer.
The purple juice of the red cabbage has started to show, and now we can just strain it and gather all the juice. Now that we've gathered the juice, let's let it sit for 10 minutes to cool down. While we wait for the juice to cool down, we can set up our 3 test subjects. The first one being water, the second one being the baking soda, and the third one being the vinegar.
Now that our pH indicator has cooled, let's add it to our test subjects. We're first going to add it to the baking soda. Keep in mind what is the color changes to when the indicator is added to the baking soda. Now we're adding it to the vinegar and notice the color change here as well. Lastly, we're going to add it to the water and also notice the color change here. We can see that the baking soda container has a bluish color indicating that it's basic.
So it has a pH about 12. Now moving on, let's look at our other containers. When we look at the container that contained the vinegar, we see a more red color, and this indicates that it's an acid. It has a pH of around 1. And now let's look at our last container with water. We see a little purple color, and this indicates that the water is around neutral, which is a pH of 7. The different shades that we observe in each of the containers indicates the strength of the acid or the base. Now let's think of why there is a color change and what's so special about red cabbage. Red cabbage has a pigment called anthocyanin, and this allows for the color change we see when it interacts with either a base or an acid. Acids and bases can be found in all of our everyday lives, even in our bodies and our kitchens. Some acids, such as the ones found in cleaning products, can be very dangerous, and some bases can also be equally as dangerous. So please make sure to always ask an adult for help when needed. Thank you for watching, and please feel free to subscribe to Pueblo Science on YouTube for more fun and exciting experiments. You can also check out our Facebook and our Instagram. Thank you for watching once again, and see you next time!